So hello everyone and welcome to our Miraclegroup meeting. It's January 31st, 2023, and we're filling in a page in our daily asking journal and we're sharing what we're grateful for. And we already have being alive was said, so the breath of life. Sue mentioned that she's grateful for both of us and we're grateful for all of you, everyone here. And let me just one more time here, just show around like all the beautiful smiles that we have in this room here. All the precious ladies that are with us. So thank you for joining us online. And Sharon, what are you grateful for?
Oh, gee whiz. You know, something that's big for me this week is my cousin committed suicide this week. I just can't imagine being in that place, and I'm just so grateful that
life.
Yeah, so that was JJ mentioned in the beginning. We are grateful for life.
Grateful for life.
That, you know, I've been able to reach out to people like you in groups and connect, and you know, through hard times, and that there's always been that helping hand, you know.
And also we are grateful for iPhones you have in your hand because you're able to talk to your daughter who is like in a completely different state.
Yeah, yes.
So we are super grateful for technology nowadays, even if we pass on certain side effects and
friendship. Yeah, Sharon, it's so many years. I love it.
I know. I was just telling my daughter that about 29 years ago, I've known you. So
yes.
So natural awakenings.
And I just sharing the miracle of when we had our first book signing, I had one request for one musician, and it was a gentleman, Neil Young, to play his flute.
David Young. Yeah, I just told my daughter that story.
And Sharon called me up and said, I'd like to bring somebody to your book signing. And who she brought was the one musician. So Sharon, you're it is such a warm part of my heart that out of all the musicians, millions of musicians, the only request I had, you fulfilled.
I know. I said, is it okay if I bring David Young? He's a musician. She said, I just told Sylvie what music I wanted to play tonight. David Young.
Yeah, we had yet to find the CD, and the CD player was out of service. So
you brought the musician, and he played, and
we brought a microphone that we could use. It was just perfect.
Yeah. So I have fond memories.
One of our favorite stories.
And one of your last times you came to the Miraclegroup meeting, Sharon, I'm just sharing this because it's so much fun. And if you can remember, we were at Whole Foods, and 3 ladies requested white cars. And by Tuesday, that was a Thursday meeting, by Tuesday, all 3 of them drove up my driveway with white cars.
Or new cars. They happened to be all white.
They were all, yeah. So I just say, and miracles, and the third one just said, because everybody else was asking, she was just going to put it out there for a better car, a better engine, a better price, everything. And she even came in just for the fun of it, Irina. So yeah. And Ursula Kaiser, who they had said no, because she had overdone her miles and her lease, they took back the car same people took back the car the next day and gave her the great deal. So it was I just remember us being together. I wanted to bring you up to date on that, you know.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was so wonderful. And that was kind of our final meeting in May, because I was leaving for the summer. And so we all asked for a bunch of things, and that
the other
so
miracle
fun.
I remember was Sharon, because Sharon is still editing the Natural Awakening, and the first article that was for Receive Joy in there was on the same page as Carissa's favorite person, Lynn McTaggart.
Oh yeah.
Put us right next to each other, and she's my favorite scientist. So I was like, this is so great. So Sharon and we can really create well together. This is so fun. Yeah.
And I always just seem to come in on the last meeting. But I see you have the YouTubes that I can listen to.
Yes. And I'll tell you another great story. JJ's birthday, right? Somebody had asked me, they're like, have you seen Bill Van Arsdale? Whatever happened to Bill? And I hadn't seen him in 13 years. And so we're driving. The reason it came up is because my husband and I were driving by Bill Van Arsdale's old house downtown. And that night we were on our way to JJ's birthday party. And so I said, I yet to know what, where Bill is and all that. we ring the doorbell and Bill Van Arsdale answers the door and JJ's birthday party was at Bill's house.
Okay.
13 years later. Yeah. And I had zero thought even of, how life goes on. So I just thought that was so cute. I'm like, oh, what a fun life this is. And we can create all these miracles and then record them. And what's the reason we can remember them? Because we wrote them all down.
Yeah.
And they've been in the gains box down at the bottom. So you can fill in even these fun old stories. They're gains. They're who make you who we are. So please, every day, just remember something like this. And they're all these are written down, and that's why I can remember them. And Sharon and I can, and Sylvie and Sue, we can laugh about it, and we remember how great manifesting is and how much fun.
Yeah.
Sandra, are you with us actively here on Zoom? Do you wish to unmute yourself and share like what you're grateful for? And you can pass on it, it's also fine. We're just here open to receive your energy. Otherwise, we go to Christina. What are you grateful for?
For my new challenge. I have a new challenge.
A new challenge.
And
Great.
loving yourself and taking a moment for yourself each day.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do that.
Tatiana, what are you grateful for, Tati?
What am I not grateful for?
Just
I'm grateful for so much. First of all, nature. I get to wake up in the most beautiful place. And so many hours and years of studying and workshopping and teaching and all of the things that I've done that prepare me for now. And so when I'm in front of my clients and students and friends, that I am the best person that I can be. Finally, out of I'm going to say the right.
the best version of you.
The version of me. And I know that it's even getting better. So that's even more like fantastic. Yeah, I'm just so grateful for the life experiences.
Yeah, life experiences. Barbara, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for a new shoulder and a skillful doctor and another doctor I have that's broad-minded. I'm thankful for all my friends and my new roof. Yay.
Yeah, I knew
That's
this.
a good thing.
Melissa, Naples Melissa, who's here with us for a week.
Hello.
What are you grateful for?
Oh, I'm grateful for sunshine, my health, new opportunities, meeting new faces, the beach, my children. That's just a few of the things I'm grateful for. Right.
Well, I'd say I'm always grateful for Naples because it is our beautiful, healthy, happy bubble. For God and Jesus and Holy Spirit that takes care of me every single day and watches after me and gives me breath of life and I don't know, protects me. I feel always protected and guided. Courage. And I did put technology, as you said, because we really do connect with the world so much faster with our loved ones everywhere. My friendships, love my friendships, love, and love my amazing clients and my work and just experiences of daily life. Thank you.
Oh, Valentina, 1 or 2, 3 things.
Well, today I got to bring my 13-year-old granddaughter home from school, and I love all my grandkids, but this was really an interesting conversation we have. So I'm grateful for my ability to communicate with my grandchildren. And she said, she called me Bunya. That means grandma in Ukrainian. Bunya, I'm writing a story. And I said, oh, well, that's great. Well, tell me about your story. And she said, well, it's about robots that are taking over Earth. And then all the people had to gather and go up to Mars, the planet Mars. I'm saying, okay, well, and she said, and I want to be a scientist because I want to make sure that all the robots are good for humanity.
Thank goodness.
And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, so, and she's somebody I can talk to and tell her almost anything, and she gets it, and she's just amazing. So anyway. but they're also, so that's what I'm grateful for.
Grandchildren,
Yeah, grandchildren. Yeah, all my grandchildren for sure.
and relationships with family.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
thank you. Hey. So then we're filling in what we have fun with today. And for me, it's definitely the Miraclegroup. And then what do I do to experience more happiness and peace in my life? And I pre-filled that in already. I had feeling the fullness of life.
That's lovely.
Since today's topic is all about being alive, we set that stage.
In the here and now.
Mhm. And then write down what you ask for. And while we're doing that, we are filling in also our February
yes.
monthly goals. So have that open as well in your inspiration notebook. That is the one that you have. You have
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
right. Open it up.
Yes.
February.
We have February monthly goals.
There's
Not to
just
bring anything.
January, February.
Tell me, don't bring all your books because we're just going to use this. So I didn't bring any of my
That's
books.
all right. Just open
Yeah,
in the
books is
back of
something else
my
for journal.
story. Just
Yeah.
fill in one page. All right. So I'm going to just remind everybody. And so just take out a blank page. We're Sharon and your daughter. This is awesome. This is kind of what we did before we left. The idea is, why do
Sorry,
we
journal is the
journal?
difference
Why
between
do we
books.
ask?
I'm going to put it here.
Why are we going to fill in every line of our monthly goals for February? And why are we going to put down some of the things from January, and now in February we realize them? So just like if you're at a golf game, you like to keep score, and it's so nice when you realize that you're shooting energy arrows every day, and January should be all filled in, so that then you can look at what you achieved from January, and if you'd like to re-ask it in a different way for February, you may. So everybody start writing down a list of 25 things that are your monthly goals for February.
Oh gosh.
And they can be things that you'd like published. If you'd like to eat better this month, if you're going to exercise this month, anything that you have goals for these 4 weeks that you're committed to sending energy at a bullseye. So we are born and we're raised and we are sending energy with every breath we take, every time, even in our sleep, we're sending energy arrows out. Do we have targets for that to receive that energy? So we're satisfied and we're excited about sending energy out. And that's.
So I have a question.
Yes, do please.
Do we write it as if it's already happened, the way we write everything else?
Okay, so if it's already happened, you just put it in your gains. So
No,
the
I'm
second,
saying, do we instead of saying finding a brick painter, do I say I have found a brick painter?
exactly. I now allow
Number
this
2?
perfect painter into my space.
Okay, so like we write all the rest of it.
Just like all positive,
Got
all
it.
ready to receive it, to accept
Okay.
it, to play in it, to dream it. So I now receive, or just make the list. And on the very top, you could say, I now receive, and then you just list your 25 things.
Okay,
Or I am so excited that I am satisfied with, and then you can list your things that you're bringing in for this month.
okay.
So let's just give some direction to this month, everybody, whatever your heart and mind can dream. And remember, the reason we do more than 3 goals, it's like the genie with the lamp. Isn't it great if you have some extras?
Oh, What else do I need?
And if you still are yet to pick what your main bullseye for the year is, like this is the year of wealth for Sylvie and I. So our main focus this year, because we did happiness, health, and wealth. And this is the year for us to record everything about wealth. So do find some, if health is your target this year, if writing is your target this year, or publishing, whatever your dream is. Sharon's probably exactly opposite all that. Dream something new, big, exciting, something new. You know, what is new and what is this year? Last year was our year of completion. Sylvie and I spent the greater part of the year completing tasks that we and projects that we had kind of dreamt of and started and had pieces here and there. And so we spent 1 year in completion of all those things.
Okay, everyone has something for monthly goals written down? What's February bringing you? What kind of happiness? Okay, then let's move on. Or you can leave it open if you have some inspiration meanwhile.
Yeah, if somebody says something and you can add it on your February list or wish to, like daily vitamins, exercise.
Mm-hmm. And then remember, we always suggest that you take your favorite color pen and schedule yourself first. So 2 or more fun things in a month, somehow.
That's it.
Yeah, like
Per
2
day.
per day,
At
yes.
least
Great.
2 days.
Yes,
Yes,
perfect.
please.
I live.
It's like Christina, have some Tatiana energy right next to you.
There's no
It's like
day
one
that I
end
don't
and the
have
other
fun.
end.
I find like at least twice a day.
I think I am so exhausted for that. You know, it's
So hang out with that Tati. Like you have lots of fun.
Always have.
That's great.
And reminding everybody that we do meet year round on Zoom on Mondays at noontime, 12:30 with MTM, our social network, and Thursday morning we journal together. So if anybody's interested in that, all the library, that everything that we've recorded, Sylvie and I, is available, and it's kind of just the one fee for $225 for the year. And that's the easiest way for us to work this. So everything we do is available to everybody, all the suggestions. And the good thing is how many people have now proven this method that we're using. It's fun. Sharon, you can appreciate this because you've kind of been away for a while. The amount of response we've got with 100% success is amazing. It's just amazing to even Sylvie and I. So the journals work. Keep filling them out. It's amazing. Stories pour in from around the world every day that it is working, and they're so thankful for an organized platform that is light and easy to do.
Okay, let's move on to today's main topic, and it was inspired by JJ. So we sometimes, like in our mastermind meetings, we start editing each other, and there are some things that come up again and again. And one of the things that we wish to bring awareness to today, thanks to JJ, is the illusion of time. So, and it's so amazing because like this is something that we all think about on a daily basis, because we are here in this human body and we are here in this linear experience. There is kind of for us in our illusion here a starting point and an end point that we witness and that we all have, and that we grow along in this path. And I recently read something really, really interesting, because we have the illusion even of time speeding up. And that's for all of us. Whenever you ask someone, it's like, wow, it goes faster and faster. A day goes by like this, a year, another year is done. Imagine like just, it seems like yesterday when all of this stuff started with 2020, and we're still in it, and it's 2023. So wow, can we drag it out for so long? And it's like just a blink of an eye for us, actually. So I just read recently, and I want to share this because it was such an eye-opener for me, that when we have our life experiences, and just imagine it like laid out on a table in front of you, and you have your starting and your end point, and you have your life experiences like stacked in between. When you are actually in an experience, in the now moment, on a point on the table, you experience the flow in the moment, and it seems like the moment is long because you're in it, you're completely dense, you're going into it. And this is like when we are children, when we are kids, we have this in the moment experience so much more, and everything is new, everything is exciting, and we kind of just comprehend it in a different way. And then it goes more in a routine, and everything gets repetitively, so we're kind of leaving this dance moment, and we're floating with our mind, and also with our awareness we come higher and higher and higher. And like, let's see, the higher you are, and you are more than the table, you are like with yourself, with your soul, you are everywhere, you are everything, and you're bigger than the table. So the more you elevate, the more awareness you have, the more consciousness, the more the higher you go. And you can see how the points on the table just get smaller and smaller and bigger and together. So that's why it speeds up, because we are elevating ourselves. Our consciousness is rising. We are more and more awake. And with this, like, we are just floating in the oneness of it all, and we get higher and higher. We have like a view of our life, and we're looking down, and that's why it seems like to speed up so much. And I like this explanation a lot, because it made sense. So it's really for people that you say, oh, they have zero awareness. I mean, I might meet some of them, and they seem to have like something that is called boredom. Or they have like
Bored. I'd be bored.
That's crazy.
Exactly. For us here, it's like that's a concept that is so on the other hand of everything. Exactly. And then we know people who are like so different from us in the world of experiences and consciousness and awareness at a different level completely. And they have, and I say, all the time in the world. And they even like, they come to you and they wish to like that you entertain them, because they are like having the sensation of being bored. And you look at that, wow, for me, I have like my long list of things, and I have the fun here and there. So what is that? What is that even, that concept? So however, it's possible. So this is like the same time, it's experienced differently. So we know it's like, it's a concept that is an illusion that is stretched for everyone differently, and we have this different awareness of it. So when we say, okay, so for us probably to spread out like the illusion of time and have it more, we have to, get completely bored and like get so simple in our things that we have like, if you want to have this illusion of time, like an expansion, and we know everything that is outside is inside of us. So can we expand ourselves inside so much that we have more time available? And we talked about these fun concepts, how we bend time and how we can make like time last longer. And like whatever you focus on, you receive. So basically a task takes exactly the time you assign it. And if you say, I've done in 5 minutes, you can be done in 5 minutes. And if you say, wow, okay, I have to go to the other end of town, and usually it takes me 30 minutes, however, I have to be there in 10, And JJ Noah has all these stories about that experience.
Bedtime.
So bending time
Time,
about
yeah.
like then, wow, we can be there in that allotted time that we give it to. Okay, Carissa, go ahead.
Sure. And we understand too that time is a complete illusion, because when you're in space, there is only space. So one of the words that we use for the word time that everybody keeps saying, and all these crazy sayings we have about time, I don't have the time for that. Okay, make time. If we just used other words and really said what we do mean in space, and we started to remove that word, because we have so many agreements with the word time. And for most of us, when you say that word time, it has a little agreement with your gut. You're kind of like, oh, yeah, okay. There's a watch and we're looking at our phone, and we usually look at the clock. So this is the dream that we choose in this group here, to just have a consciousness around eradicating, removing, using what we really mean. And then if we eliminate that word, it's great, because we can then be more conscious and allow the space in our life and the moment to be, like Sylvie was saying, that we can dive back into the moment of taking the child home and having a conversation of the great story and just being in that conversation. So it'll allow us, if we remove this, to even have an opportunity to keep reminding yourself again, that is only a construct, the word time and the illusion of time, the linear time, so that we can be convenient. We meet at a point and a time. So on this earth, it's the only place on this earth that there is such thing as this construct of time. And it's just the man came up with it. It's just a construct. So now let's
it can be super beneficial.
Yes,
because we are able to like use all the transportation on schedule.
Yeah.
and plan to be here in this moment, instead of telepathically saying, okay, let's have this meeting. We can say, okay, 7 Eastern PM, we're here.
Right. So
together
did you put this on for the people that are on? Okay, so we can go through this. And I thought if we go around, it's the consciousness. This is for you, JJ, to start being aware how many moments and how many instances we use this illusionary word. And here's some of the fun. So JJ, we're going to turn this on you so you can read some of these and read some suggestions.
Yeah, we can fill in more. I left space on the back.
So read this first and
then
instead.
Yeah.
So like use the first one for like the list of how we can.
So instead of saying every time, we can say always.
Okay, let's start above that, because I made like the whole list of
exchange for time. Okay, yeah. So exchange for time, we can use space, energy, moment, now, repetitively, over and over, always, continuously, ongoing, continually, regularly.
And when you have other suggestions, let us know.
Yeah.
So these are the things we usually use in exchange for the word time, and then you can we have the instances, the phrases by itself that can be replaced. Whenever I think of it, I usually use the word moment or always. That's my go-to. So have a few words ready in your mind to exchange this with, and then it becomes habit.
What is the good here, that or that?
This is the word time that we tend to use over and over again.
And this is the bad. So
this is
the
better,
better,
because we like to remove. And JJ is now in her part of vocabulary deciding to remove that word and replace it with something that has more space in it. Okay, go JJ.
So every time, instead of every time, say always. Instead of all the time, always. Anytime, whenever. Sometimes, oftentimes, you can say often. Times and time again, repetitively. First time, you can say start, begin, first, brand new experience. Instead of last time, you can say final, done. Instead of one time, two times, three times, you can say once, twice, 3, 4, 5.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I don't have time. That's everybody's favorite
That's
one.
a good excuse. Not.
I have the rest of my life.
And that
Another
goes
way
into
to say it, it's priority.
You know, you
It's
create the
my
time.
priority to do this and that. Yeah. So priority, somebody mentioned that the priority is also always, it's not that we don't have time, it's what we prioritize
And what we prefer, yeah.
and what we prefer. So we can say, I prefer. That's a good one. Prefer.
And then remember the lesson about the concept, say yes. So if someone stands in front of you, think about maybe there is a reason this person is asking, and maybe we have to just say yes to this instant, what is presented in front of us, instead of having an excuse like, wow.
Yes. It is an excuse a lot of times. It's about time. Instead, you can say finally.
Excuse me.
Finally. Instead of it takes time, you can say in process. Instead of I am running out of time, which is a lot of people saying that one. What is that?
Allotment.
Allotment is up.
Oh, allotment is
So
all.
whatever you allot
allotment
to
is
in
a
the moment.
allotted amount of.
What's another way of saying allotment?
To set up
What you designate to
space,
it.
yeah.
So that's my
What you allow,
designated
allotment is
moment.
allowing.
Wow.
So what I chose or allowed is up.
Okay. And then time is running out, also the same. Take your time. So instead of take your time, say progress at your own pace. Instead of time after time, repetitively. Instead of in due time, in the right time, say now. In God's time, say now. In times of need, say asking for additional support. Instead of killing time, that's a good one because everybody's waiting. A lot of people say scary times. This is a good one. Instead of scary times, say lots of variety available for all. Instead of time is money, also a lot of people say my energy is worth money. Oh, I like that one.
Yes.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Instead of time heals all wounds, God heals all wounds. Have faith and joyfully let go. That's a good one. Instead of who has the time, say I am joyfully occupied. Without a time limit. Instead, say proceed at your leisure. Instead of timeless, say forevermore. Instead of on time, say punctual. Oh, that's mine. You know, takes too much time. Instead, say very consuming.
Okay, one adding to it, like on time, we also use on schedule.
On schedule.
Where can we use ongoing? Like
Continuous.
time and time or continuous? Yeah, ongoing. Ongoing.
Okay, then there's a back page.
Oh, there's
With
more?
more.
Oh.
And I know I have more. This is just what I threw together.
Oh, I like this one. Instead of saying waste of time, I prefer. Instead of my time is valuable, say my energy is valuable. Spend time, spare time, save time, time off. Time is of the essence. Next time, say next occasion. Time to go. Instead of that, say off to my next joy or journey or adventure or whatever. Okay. I like that.
Oh, I left the spaces. You can fill in your own things, right?
Awesome. So instead of it takes time, what can you say?
Give something.
Takes energy.
It takes
Time.
I receive maybe. I receive an experience.
You can also take that takes a moment.
Takes a moment.
Yeah. Or I will put my energy into it.
Or it takes energy.
I'll work on it.
Bye. So even good times is we are having fun. A whale of a time is really fun. Okay, and what can we say for time for a change?
Time for
Embracing change.
Embrace change. Let's embrace change now.
And as time goes by, as the experiences pass. So you see the idea behind it. Just time itself is a great word. It's basically there is less negativity to it. It is positive. We can use it beneficially. It's used so loosely, and then it's kind of we're playing in this illusion. And can we let go of the illusion? That's the whole question behind it.
Yeah, and that's what JJ's dream is, and this bringing this to our attention.
And for everyone online,
I like that.
the exchange list will be on the Receive Joy Shopify store. However, I can also email that to you. Just leave me your emails in the comments. However, when I have it uploaded to YouTube, there's a link under the video that will bring you directly to this page, the handout that we have here for everyone who is present in the moment here with us.
Our dream is that you're just aware of your own tongue. And again, we get more of something when we absolutely call it in. So if we'd like more space and energy in our life, then let's use those words. If we want more preferences in our life, and if we want more excitement, so all these other words we got to use. If we are lazy with our tongue and are using the illusion word of time, we've skipped over all these experience words and next occasion words and off to my next joy. So it's wonderful if we can really say what we really, really mean. And I love that, because with this, we have an opportunity to create more excitement and more energy. And I love that, because our tongue is our wand that we're waving over things. So the more awareness we have and the more precise we're using our words, the more opportunity that it opens up. So thank you, JJ, for
Well, because every time we are in the
Every-
class, somebody
every-
writes time. We're like,
every occasion,
change the word.
It's an illusion. It really is.
Yeah. So that's the joy. Yes. Yay.
Yay. So thank you, JJ, for bringing that up.
According to the Kabbalah, Archangel Michael is the one that directs you. So instead of bending your time, you should use that. Especially you're somewhere asking.
Increase the space. Yeah. Fill the energy. Joy.
Yep.
Stretch it out.
Okay. And then we are moving on to
Excited. Sharon,
my
this is
story.
new. And I think, did we send one of these to Sue? Did she have one?
Yeah. Sue, did you receive it already? Yay.
Yes, I did.
All right. Yahoo!
Yay.
Okay. So the dream is the more we take inventory about ourselves, the more opportunity we have. I think, Barbara, we have to hand one to Barbara.
No, Barbara,
You got one?
received one the last time we.
Did we give you one?
When we had lunch?
Oh, yeah. So we got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
when we
Perfect.
had lunch.
Perfect. All right.
Oh, that's part of the thing. Organized.
So the dream is the more we know ourselves and the more we can share about ourselves with groups like this, the more wonder we can create, because it is just the joy of community, and then really understanding how great we are, and that we can leave this on the table and it's so positive. And if somebody picks it up and they read some things about you, it's all positive and it's all rewarding. And I filled out a couple pages with my 85-year-old mother and my sister last night with Sylvie. We had a blast.
Yeah, and the
Just-
video we
Oh, we
filmed it, and
filmed
the
it.
video is going on like tomorrow or the day after on YouTube, so
And-
you
and
can
we've-
watch us.
And so you just fill in any of the questions that are appealing to you. You can skip over pages, things, you can cross them out and put your own questions in. The idea is like, what is your favorite color? Because why? And your favorite shape, and your plants and your flowers, and what's your favorite number? We had fun with all these little questions that we had an opportunity. Your favorite season, your favorite saying. Yeah, it's a really, really great fun. And we
Get
did
to know
this
yourself
in
better.
one of, yes, and we had this.
And
we've
even the
done it
person
3
you
times
live
in
with.
group.
So to JJ,
Oh,
share
yeah,
again.
I
share
was
the-
like Oscar last time. Just from, it's like, what? You like what?
Yeah, his favorite restaurant
Well, that was really cute. But
is JJ's Kitchen, everyone.
I put
Oscar's
JJ's
favorite.
kitchen and he put JJ's kitchen because we eat at home so much and he likes it. So, but just other things that I didn't know about him. I was like, what? You like that? I was like,
Yeah, it's so
You're new.
fun.
and I've been with him for 6 years.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah,
really great.
so
thank
that's
you.
the joy that we can just, so if you grab out that notebook, or you can just answer the questions on any piece of paper that you have, there's blank pages in the back of every one of your journals. So whatever one you have with you, just go to the back if you,
I
guys want to look at
really
Kitty again?
like that we filled in page 18 today.
okay, and we'll say the questions out loud.
So page 18, it's labeled with more about myself. This makes me me.
Do you have your,
So it
did you get
starts
one of
out, of course, the whole section with what's my name, what's my birthday. And I just randomly picked page 18 because it's, what came,
Looks like a good number.
yeah, and what was really, like was jumping at me was the word proud. So we starting with I, comma, and then we putting in my name. And we have this concept in here a lot that we say I, comma, and then fill in your name instead of the I am. We still have a few I ams in here. It's just the concept of the I am labels that we putting and then we internalizing it. It's different from I, a child of God, or I, Sylvie, temporarily feeling. It's a little different. It's a different creation that we're doing instead of really putting the am into it, which is so strong. So I, Sylvie, am proud of. And then fill in your name, and then what are you proud of? So that's a really good
in
question
your
to think
lifetime? What
about.
have you achieved, or what are you good at, or do you make good cream puffs, or are you a good friend? Are you happy? You're proud of the ability that you can always smile. So just pick one thing again, so that we leave on a, when we're done here in this moment that we've shared. So even I'm proud of Receive Joy, and I'm proud of our miracle group. We've been meeting, Sharon, for 9 years. Yeah. Okay. So Sue knows this. Right. And I'm proud of our friendships for 30 years. And anybody who's known me for all that, I pray that something exciting or joyful or the Lord has come across in my heart and out into this world. The light of Christ has shone through me, that I've been an encouragement. So I like that. I'm proud of all the encouragement I've done for lots of people, and health care that I've given.
Okay, so I'm proud that of the person I became through all my experiences and decisions, and to be a child of God, and to have the awareness that there is a power that we can actually be connected to that is so much greater than ourselves. And then the next one for all of you online that we fill in after is, it makes me proud when. And then continue the sentence. It makes me proud when. And it really makes me proud when we hear back all these miracle stories that someone that telling me that now the awareness is there, that miracles are happen in every moment, in every life, and now we are just having this extra thought to recognize them.
And we can expect those miracles in every moment. That's what I love. See them and expect them. And keep track of them.
Okay, JJ, what makes you proud?
That I can help myself to help others. Very independent, really taking the right path in life and to create miracles as I go.
Mhm.
Able to be of encouragement. You see, like when we share these kind of things, we are so inspired by each other's answers, and I kind of wish I would like have like a little bit more space in every area here. Okay, so the next one is I learned to accept this about myself. You know, sometimes we had something in the youth.
Sue, I like this one. I learned to accept I ask a lot of questions. That's going to be on Sue's. Barbara says,
Thank you for the words.
Hi, Sue.
Barbara says hi, Sue.
Yes, hi.
Miss you.
Well, I'm coming.
Oh, yes, she's coming
When?
soon. This month, right, Sue?
No, March. March 10th.
Hey.
Guys, I cannot wait until I join your group. I'm watching you here in the winter jacket. I'm so jealous that you are all there. JJ knows that I'm like dying to
Sandra
go
is
there.
here. I'm thinking, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I spoke with her a couple of days ago.
I'm sitting watching you in that bright shirt and look at me, all bundled up. I hate
Manifesting
this
everybody
weather.
to get to Florida. So
Yes.
Yeah, please, all
Yes,
of you,
we're supporting
please.
you. Yes.
Yes. Say Sandra is coming to Naples, please.
All my friends are moving here. Yay, love it.
Yes, that's a powerful group, guys.
I like it also.
Yeah, Darius wants to come too.
She sounds like Sinatra.
Oh yeah. Lithuanian color.
I'm going to see what they're doing. I'm going to see what they're doing.
Okay, and the next one, when we said like we already accepted this about myself, the next one is I have yet to accept that. So is there something that you still wishing to integrate with acceptance and kindness and understanding into your own beingness? And the next one is also super funny. So because like all of you are JJ's friends, so the next one is my friends describe me as. So now everyone can say something about JJ and she can put it all in this column.
Oh no.
So my friends describe me as I say I start social. Say a word about JJ. Loving.
Yeah, loving, though, interested in helping people with their help.
Okay, Sandra, is there anything you want to add that JJ can put into her? My friends describe me as
always happy.
Always happy. Yes.
times. We all have moments.
I've never really
I'll
seen
be honest. When the man gets in the way, then
Lisa, how do you describe JJ? Has
Oh,
she is, yeah, very
Helpful, yes.
energetic. and
Energetic,
always-
yes.
I know her always to be positive.
Positive, yeah.
Jovial.
Yeah,
She's really, yeah.
she's just got a light to
jovial.
her.
So did you hear that? Jovial is also something that you have to put in because your friend Valentina is describing you as jovial.
Thanks, Valentina. Thank you, guys.
So if you have yet to understand or realize what your friends think about you, ask them.
Right.
Just gather everyone. Okay, what do you think about me?
I love this. Because it's great to hear from others.
Yeah, how do you describe? Because we have sometimes a little bit stretch image about ourselves.
What kind of?
I would
image?
describe you
Like
as
a
natural.
stretched.
Oh, yeah, stretched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, it
Yeah.
just is the word that comes.
And,
Because you like nature, you like to be out there, you'll climb on a roof, you're just in nature.
And Barbara
I talk
can
about
put
caring
in like a
about it, right,
research
right.
hour
And they're like, I'm gonna go now.
because you love you research and this
Yeah.
is something that
Very
always comes
smart.
up that you can
Very smart.
Yes.
and
Well,
flexible.
I hid that.
Flexible.
I hid my intelligence in my history, in my past, just because I didn't
Yeah.
accept myself.
Just
as
write
this.
it down and accept it.
But-
Smart lady.
Yeah. But
Genius.
I'm
Deep, yeah, yeah.
deep.
Okay.
Angelic.
Yes.
Thank you.
And today, I
She's
think she
surrounded by
looks
angels.
very angelic.
She's very
I
angelic.
think
today.
your, I think your,
You've got
your
the
whole
very
demeanor
soul
today, and I before she even said that, I thought that before.
Thank you.
Yeah, so.
You can put it angelic.
Yeah,
Huh?
see, with you're surrounded by all your angels too.
Yay.
Okay, so then that's
I would say teacher. Criticism.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
okay. The next one is more like a few questions left on the page, and we can circle. You can circle one or both or neither of them. So, are you introverted or extroverted?
I'm an introverted extrovert.
You know
You can,
what?
you can
There's actually levels.
circle them both.
You know,
Yeah,
when we did
Yeah, there's
NLP,
levels,
we
right.
found out that some people are very introverted, but then there's some who go towards the middle. Some are both.
Sure.
And then they go, there's different levels of introvert and different levels of extrovert,
Extrovert,
and there's
yep.
some in the middle.
Mhm.
So there's no, yep.
So am I a doer or a thinker?
I'm a doer.
So you can listen to your words. If you say, let me think about it, you're a thinker.
Oh,
Let's
If, you're,
do
if
it.
you
I'm
wake
a
up
doer.
every morning and saying, what are we doing today? You're a
Yes,
doer.
that's a doer.
I am more a planner or spontaneous. Well, that we can all guess for JJ.
Last minute.
Sylvie's a planner, everyone.
Thank God.
Yes, yeah.
I'm
We need
definitely
some- we
spontaneous.
need some-
Yeah,
I
you
know.
definitely take it. Barbara's a planner.
Yeah, I'm
What are you?
spontaneous.
What are you?
Yeah, you're right.
What are you?
And I am too.
Spontaneous?
That's why we're
I'm
close friends.
spontaneous,
Yeah, because that works for us. Yeah.
Well, I can be spontaneous. I just have to give them like a lot of notice.
Schedule my spontaneity.
She's ready to get the spontaneity, everyone. Yes.
yeah.
That's a joke that goes around.
Yeah.
And I'm also
In
the
your
same
booked
way. in, like,
leisure time, you're spontaneous.
In
yes.
her sleep, she's very spontaneous.
hey, when I was asked, okay, do you want to walk over the Alps? I said yes. And I went
Wow.
within a week and I walked over the whole Alps.
Yeah.
Spontaneous.
Did you say ice?
No, over the Alps.
3 months.
Oh,
of
From
Alps.
Munich to Venice, I walked.
Man was ice by.
Yeah, I had a week to prepare.
Okay.
However, like I read, you have to prepare for 3
Oh, yeah,
months.
hey,
If
it's-
I
Oh.
wanted to go to Canada, I drove to Canada. If I wanted to go.
Yeah,
anywhere else,
that's-
you know.
That's.
But
a-
I was traveling
yeah.
the whole world, like in a planned way on a cruise ship. So that was wonderful.
All right. So another one. Am I a giver or a taker? And remember, giving and receiving are the same energy. So. Uh-huh.
I actually learned to, I used to be giver and then I learned to receive.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I used to be a taker and now I'm giving. Oh yeah.
I had
Yeah,
to learn.
and again, the joy
Carissa.
of yes, the
Because of
joy
Carissa.
of this is that it's this season of our life.
Because there's a flow.
So,
If you block one, then there's no flow anymore.
Well,
So
I
what
also
am I
learned
putting
that
on
the more I valued
Professional?
myself,
My friends
was
describe
able to
me
give
as
more.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
organized.
Yes, I
that's-
do.
Okay, everybody,
I do.
what are we putting in Sylvie's box
Organized.
Where? I mean,
for her? What do you say when you think of Sylvie? What's your word?
Positive.
Positive. Yes.
yeah,
Lovely.
Spiritual.
soft.
German. And somebody- well, she's German. That's just the one word that you to describe
Interesting,
her.
because I'm German
Driven.
here, but in Germany, like everyone is like, wow, you're completely different.
You're American.
Yeah, yes.
I just laugh because that's the one word that comes out of everybody's mouth when they
Everybody
describe
always
Sylvie.
thinks she's so
I'm like, what does it
Wow,
even mean?
no,
You
it's
know, so to them, it's the one word that covers it all.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's effective and quality and
Yes, it is.
punctual.
Yes, it is.
Yes, you're definitely punctual and concerned.
Yes.
You're definitely
We gotta give
the
that to the
person
Germans.
So
They have-
responsible.
responsible. Yeah,
Very
Probably.
responsible.
Right.
yeah, very much so.
That's why you don't send business to the ones
And
Latin
I would
America, 'cause
write
they'll
good
get
with
it done in Miami,
electronics.
Miami.
Well, and
Germans will
India,
get it done
and
quickly.
different parts of the world too. India as well.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Trains are like
Well,
not
yeah,
even.
we know. Don't go there. We send
Thank you,
everything to
everyone,
Germany if you
for-
want things done
For
right.
playing, yes. Okay, and then this is what other people like about me. Barbara, tell me what you think other people like about you. You're a great friend.
I can
That's it.
answer questions for them.
Yes.
I mean, I tend to be the resource.
Oh,
I am
I
one
know.
person that just makes lunch with you to come and
And ask her all the
all these
questions. Yeah.
questions with you.
Right. You are a great resource. Yeah. That's the librarian in you. That's probably what you did all those years. Yeah. Yeah. So I like you because you're a great friend. And I love our conversations. She's my lunch date.
Next Wednesday.
Yes. Good. Good.
Melissa? I think people like my energy. I think I motivate people at times.
What would you say about her, JJ? Do you know her?
I would say happy. Because I've known her for a while. She's
Sorry.
always happy.
Happy. Smile.
I love
Beautiful
I
smile.
love
and
the
always
smile.
happy.
Yeah. Beautiful
Always.
smile.
Always.
Yeah.
You're like sunshine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she belongs in Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a really good thing. So write down, I smile. That's what people, because it's so important.
It is.
I tell you how many
Yeah,
people
they
take
smile.
pictures and put them in their business thing and they're yet to have a smile on their own
Right.
face.
Mhm.
It's like, oh my goodness. And some people take a picture on their business card with them in the rain with an umbrella. And of course, you're less than smiling. And I said, I think you have to start all over. Yeah, smile if you're ever greeting somebody or having a picture,
Oh,
please
yeah.
smile
Yes, please.
and laugh. One of my favorite things is I have a friend, a young guy, and on his birthday, we went around like this. And I just said, I just love that he laughs all the time. He's always laughing. And that's such a good quality that you can joyfully laugh. So I think for me, I share. Does
Yes.
everybody agree?
Yeah,
Oh, what?
Okay, so the best
Okay.
compliment I ever received. Best compliment you ever received.
Oh,
That's such an easy one to answer because we shared the story, Sylvie and I, about the plumber coming. And so he typed a text back to us after we put the book in his car and he got to read it. He said, thank you for existing. So mine came from a plumber. that I met one time at the house. Yeah. I thought that was just so amazing. Okay, other favorite compliments you received? And I'm going to count this as a compliment, but people say, you've made me think about that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
That's
take
a
that
really
because
good
thinking, Henry Ford said, the most valuable thing he wished more people would do is think.
Statement of the century.
And I cherish these experiences. So just some experiences, and I'm going to write down our miracle group because I really have in all the friendships within this group and the positivity.
And mastermind.
Yes. Yes, in our great mastermind groups. So Sharon, to bring you up to date, we continue with 2 mastermind groups and the miracle group and the MTM, the Million True Millionaires social network. So we've expanded into just a true mastermind group where we're in less than teaching, just sharing what we're asking for. So you're penning the whole hour and then speaking it out loud in front of everybody. And I'm thanking you, Sue, for the opportunity to mentor your daughter.
Yeah.
I thank you. So mentoring is one of the experiences I cherish. I really enjoy mentoring people, and it's just fantastic. Yeah. Yes.
Same time he said that.
Yes, her adult daughter who I've known
And there's
for
many
years.
on YouTube, so she can watch it
Yeah.
her own leisure.
So what a joy it is.
You can always see JJ smile in every meeting.
So one of my favorite moments is performing at the Kennedy Center.
Great.
Like at a black tie event. And the best part is when everybody, after the show ended, everybody, it's a black tie event, everyone is in their most beautiful outfits. And so we turned up the house lights and we invited the people onto the stage, right? And then I get to orchestrate everybody in the audience. So this side of the audience did this movement, and I had everybody doing this movement on this side, and then the other people did the opposite sound movement. And so I orchestrated the audience to move while we were performing, as a breaking the fourth wall. So my joy is when people participate and instead of paying for the art, they are the art. They're creating. So it was breaking that illusion. So that was my favorite moment. It was just
full participation,
but making art with people that normally
that full
people don't get
participation.
to do themselves. Yeah,
It's
so much fun.
So participation.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thanks for participation.
You have a gift.
Trust myself more. That's my wish.
Okay, one of my favorite experiences was, so since I was little, I love hammerhead sharks. So even when I could pick up a toy out of the whole toy store, it was huge. I picked a stuffed animal, which is a hammerhead shark, and I'm still owning it to this day, and it travels with me all over the world. So even here in my bed, at this age, and it's almost as old as I am. So, so hammerhead sharks. So when I first came to the US, and I asked Carissa, okay, what fun thing can I do in my 6 months here? And I was 20 at this moment. And
20 years ago.
and the first thing she's like, oh yeah, I saw hammerhead sharks while scuba diving. So the first thing I did with my first earned money here was I did scuba diving lessons. So fast forward, then I did a scuba diving safari in Egypt to see hammerhead sharks. And then the moment, actually, because it was always my dream to look up and have this hammerhead shark, diving by me. And it was like really early in the morning, this one morning, and we were jumping into the ocean in Egypt on a dive safari boat on a remote island called Daedalus. So there was like brother islands on Daedalus. And it was 5 a.m, and I was hanging in the water, and I just saw the vast blue, and you could see for 100 meters and more. And behind me, the reef, and all the people were looking around, and he came. So he was just like 5 meters away from me, just swimming there. And in this moment, I was like, wow, this is like my childhood dream fulfilled. And I was so joyful in this moment. Like, wow, what am I doing first? Am I like trying to get his attention? Am I taking a video or picture? Or shall I tell the others that I'm seeing him, because they are looking in all different directions and I'm seeing, but it was my hammerhead shark. So I enjoyed it to the fullest. And it was it was super fulfilling. And then it's like, wow, since this biggest bucket item list was fulfilled, now I have to think about what's the next fun, because that was for years and years on there. So it's like, it's really that taught me in this moment. So when we were sitting on the dive boat after breakfast, it's like, okay, what's next? So I was like in this kind of a little void in the moment. It was a mixture of like the most euphoric thing ever and a little void. So, and that taught me in this moment, you always have to have like more fun things lined up instead of this one big wish. We have to have like multiple things.
Right. And that's the other great thing about the 100 askings we're talking about, that I wish for each of you to have a list of 100 going all the time, so that our energy arrows are dispersed. Because if you have one asking and you're just focusing on the one thing, you can almost get too mesmerized by that one. If you've got 100 things in play, it's amazing, because then you're satisfied here and you're a little satisfied over there, and the hammerhead shark.
That's right. It builds on itself.
It builds on itself, and it completes you into a more full person. So if you're yet to have done your 100 list for 2023, please just take out a piece of paper in the back of any journal that you've purchased. And Sharon, please get some of the journals. Just make 100 things that it can be good gas prices. It can be a new car. It can be anything you dream of, though, that you have 100 askings going regularly out there into the universe. And so that all the energy coming back in can be answered in different ways.
My daughter already asked me where she could get the book so she could start filling it in.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
So
we've been having her and I have been kind of answering each other and asking each other some of these things that seem to not be participating, but
it's perfect. It's perfect.
It's wonderful for us. We're having a night
link
together and we're talking about things, and
it is so great just to hear each other's heart and put it out there, and God can hear it too when we speak it out. So that's nice that we share it.
So those 100 askings, do you do daily, or is just once in a while?
Oh, I did it for a challenge for myself, that I did 100 different askings for 40 days in a row. So
every day different?
We do
most
one,
of them were different, some of them were repetitive.
Usually we do one in the beginning of the year. So what are your 100 askings for the year? And you can always update them, and you can have like 1,000 askings. It's just to get you started.
Yeah.
So just have your first 100 list, have that ready, have that written, and it can be everything.
It's so lovely to have, to see that stuff rolling in. It's just so beautiful. And
do you go in details or just a few words?
In the 100 list, the idea is first you're just listing it. I'm happy, thumbs up if you get that far. And then the dream is that you take the top 10 and you actually fill in one of the back pages, which is your parameters. So let's take, if you'd like a new jacket, right? Is it a woman's? Is it a man's? Long sleeve, short sleeve, rainproof, waterproof, winter, summer, What type? Tell me about it. Dream it. So whatever, if you would like a new job, let's talk about it. What are the hours? What's the pay? What city is it in? Yeah. So whatever we're creating deserves to have an entire page of your dream written about it, just so you stay in your dream for a while. And I loved it. You know, Barbara has the cutest story. I wanted to share it about her car. So Barbara had a car story, just literally tell them about, you took the pictures down and you had 2 pictures.
Right, I had 2 pictures on the page and I wanted 2 new cars. And I didn't necessarily want them, I wanted one by a certain date and the other one had to be by the time I turned in my, what do you call it, lease. So I went into the dealership and I went over to the man and I said, you know, do I have to put a deposit down? And now this is February, like 2nd. And I said, do I have to put a deposit down so I can get a car on my lease? Because there aren't any cars. The last year there weren't any cars. I don't think there are any this year either.
Yeah, because the hurricane, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I asked the guy, you know, when do I have to? Oh, he said, sent your car out there. And I said, yeah. And he was like the head of the dealership and I knew him. So he said, give me your keys. So I gave him the keys and get you a new car. Put you in a new car right now for same as you're paying for this one. And I said, okay. He said, what do you want? I said, identical without the dents. Okay. He takes his little, he looks at the car to from the door and he calls me the next day and he says, so I said to him, I wanted a white one. He said, I can't find a white one. He said, so, you know, without asking me, he said, I'm having one built for you. He said, it'll be here in 1 to 3 months. Because I'm going, like, oh my gosh, I hope it's here before I leave for Michigan. So then the other car, I wanted one for Michigan at the other end. So about 2 days after that, I called the dealer up north and he said, and I said, can I give you some money? I need a car by June 1st. And then I call every week. I said, do you have a car? He said, no, but my dealer says we've got some coming in March. He said, and you know, you want a certain kind? And I said, yeah, okay, whatever. So I kept calling. Sure, you don't want a deposit? You know, how, you know, oh no, he said, but you know, we should be getting some in soon. So I get this a phone call like the 3rd of March. Now this is like 1 week later. He said, I have a car for you if you'd like it. Oh, and then he said to me, I said, I need it by June 1st. He said, Ken, will you take it if I can get it before then? I'm going, oh yes. And then he said, and we could just put it somewhere for you. And I'm going, great, I have a garage, but I'm not going to tell you that. You can take care of it. So
yeah.
Then I had to tell my husband. You know, that was the hard part. So anyway, the guy called me back and he said, yeah. And I said, yeah, I accept this car. So I went to tell my husband, listen, I just bought a car today and I turned in my other one. And he said, well, the only thing I, you know, I don't agree. And I said, yeah, I know you don't agree. But he said, but I think you should lease it instead of buying it. And I said, great idea. So I called up the guy and he said, okay, I'll give you over to the lady that writes it up and everything. I said, listen, I'm going to give you $1,500. I want this car. And she said, okay. So we sell the whole car, go through the whole thing, get the insurance on it and the whole bit. We were closed on it. And the lady calls me back. She said, what do you want me to do with this $1,500? She said, look, apply it toward your first payments. I said, yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
So I got 2 cars identical within 2 weeks of each other. And I have one in Florida and I have one in Michigan.
And when you went back to look at your pictures, you had stacked on top each other
I had
2 exact of the same pictures she had pulled out of the brochures.
Right. And
on her
actually, I
vision
put
board.
the dealerships on them.
Yes. And so the 2 identical cars came, one from each of the dealerships that she had put on her vision board.
Right.
And she brought them and showed me the pictures because they were kind of stuck together. There were 2 pages of the exact same car. Yeah, it was really amazing. So we do create it all. Let's play in our dreams. And to go back to answering your question, the more you can play in it, the more real it can become and the more joy you have when it does come. You know, those 2 pictures stuck together of the same, when she peeled it apart, the same car. It's just such a joy. So we are creating it all. And the more we can dream and the more detail we can put in for fun, it's great. And Barbara and I get together once a month and we just share some things that we're creating and we'll sign each other's paper of a list. And And it is wonderful. And you can even ask good things for other people around you, because they're part of our story. We're part of their story. So the dream is that we can dream for them. Some people are yet to learn how to dream for themselves. So it is wonderful if you're in the light of a good dream for them, as long as you're dreaming well and happy and prosperity and good health. If you're in the light of Christ and you're dreaming in the light of Christ, absolutely. The Bible tells us all over the place that we can stand in the stead for somebody, that we can actually be on their team, that we can actually be the prayer person for them. If people are sick and sometimes they have a headache, how are they to pray for themselves? They just are in a dark room taking a nap. We can influence this. And so please, please be the prayer partner. Everybody, and I say this, please have a prayer partner. Call it an accountability partner. You may use whatever word you wish, though we call it prayer partner here. Have somebody who's willing to hold you up and encourage you all the time. That however big and weird your dream is, let somebody say, sounds great to me. Go for it. Go on with it. Yay. Sounds good. Good on you. So somebody who can give you 2 thumbs up with a smile and help you go forth. Yeah, it means a lot.
We need more yes.
Yes,
sayers.
especially when we're in a situation like Barbara was saying, right? It's this good thing that we have each other to bounce off, because her husband was yet to, want to believe in 2 cars. So it's nice to have somebody say, yeah, go for it. Sounds really yummy. We did pray over her getting the cars.
And we're praying over Sandra so she ends up in Florida so she
Yes.
can be in the meeting
Please,
herself.
please.
So Sandra, when you're finished with this meeting tonight, take out 1 piece of paper and just write your dream of how great and how warm the weather is in Florida, and how your feet like to go in the sand, and how you have friends that you enjoy, with JJ meeting and all this. So write some dream over Naples, Florida, if you wish to be here, or anywhere you wish to be.
Naples.
Yes. So write down the word Naples on the paper, and friendships, and
Maybe
now
cut out some papers, like some pictures,
palm trees.
Yeah.
Like a vision page.
Yeah, a
or
vision
like
page.
Print something from Instagram or.
So if we know that if we live in our dream for more than a minute, right, and we can add some words to it and some pictures and some
Google
color.
Maps or like maps.
I'm living for months already.
Great. Then you should have a big board already with all kinds of things taped on it.
I'm driving through cold
What are
Chicago
you still
streets.
doing in Chicago then?
Yeah.
I'm driving through cold Chicago streets and I'm picturing palm trees.
Yes, great.
Yeah, pack your bags. Just come.
Start packing your bag. Yep. Have it by the door, ready to go. Put on a big tag that says to Naples. Here I go.
My husband is gonna think that
remember,
something
our
went wrong.
subconscious has zero recognition if it's real or in a suggestion, or if it's just a little dollar store trinket. So pack the bag, and there's part of you that says we're going.
Takes everything in as truth.
Dig every ditch, we say it. Set up success for you. Just start. So every day put something in a bag to get down here. Your vision board, just start the movement. Anything is a good
Put your
move.
bathing suit on.
Yeah.
Right.
Every day.
I'm already cold over here.
Right.
And Sharon, share with me, like either on text or here, your daughter's email, and then we can put her on the list when we have the next meeting, that she is informed about it, and that we have the contact information. And I also put down the link to our shop. So every product is on the shop. It's also on Amazon. It's easier when we make the package ready and send it out. So just go to I have it in the chat there, receivejoy.com/shop. Every workbook, every book is on there. There's lessons to download for $1 each. So you can either have the physical book or the PDF download, and a CD or an MP3 download. So it's all there. Super easy.
Yeah. What a dream.
Yeah.
This is
And you can
awesome.
always text me when you have questions. I think you still have my number. Otherwise, I can put it in here again.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, or JJ. She's also very happy to hear from happy people.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my number. And So
Okay.
just we can connect whatever question you have or she has, we can answer. And on YouTube, it's at receivejoy, like at one word. It's like you just put it in. I just put it in for you, the YouTube.
Okay.
I like that name.
All right, anybody have an asking they'd like to speak out loud for this week?
So there's a
February,
link to
the
the
beginning of
YouTube
February?
channel, and there's plenty of meetings on there to watch. Enjoy talks.
What is your asking for this week and your action step towards it? Let's just kind of go around the room and what does this week bring you? What will be your action step?
I actually am organizing my garage.
Okay, and so what's the action step?
So the action step is to get in there and discard everything I don't need. That's the most important part. Just
Okay.
get, you know,
And so
then-
possibly, can you
so-
create that on paper first before you even walk out in the garage?
Can I make a suggestion then?
Yes.
I put down here, I would like to detach from stuff. And then all of a sudden, things that I really liked and, all of a sudden, they just don't have a
Don't have that
No,
same
really, I
connection.
just-
Yeah, okay.
cleaned out.
And I have been doing that already. So it's been, and it does
The
work.
word detachment.
Detach. That's a nice word. Yeah, detach. When that's where you need to be
Detach from
detached.
Stuff you don't use.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
some stuff.
But I'm-
Right, so make your list of like the categories, if you're gonna have light
Yeah.
bulb, bin and all that.
Right,
List
right.
it all out and so that you can sort into the boxes.
I have to tell you what I did to organize I love presents and I love wrapping presents.
Mhm.
And I had this cabinet with about 5 drawers, and each drawer had different bows and then ribbons and papers and, wrapping papers and a number of things. But they were all, it just needed a lot of attention. So I took everything out and I washed them. And then I went and I put liners in there. And then I went to the dollar store. One of the best things they sell is those gigantic plastic bags that you can seal
The
things. I mean,
clear.
there's some the clear ones, and some of them are really large, and they come in different sizes. So I spent a whole day just on wrapping paper.
Yeah, perfect though.
But I
'cause
just
it's
wanted
important
it
to you.
organized. It was important to me. And so I took all of the ribbons and things inside the house and I sat on my couch and I rolled them
And taped them.
and taped them and put them each in like categorically in these big plastic bags. And now those plastic bags are in those drawers. So that one whole cabinet is just perfect. And I
Yeah.
just love it. And it's just
Beautiful. And so keep
So-
visualizing that cabinet when you're going to your next
exactly.
subject. So that was wrapping, and maybe
Right.
now it's decorations, like a holiday stuff or in the garage.
in the garage. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so-
and I have
or-
a lot of gardening stuff that I have to really.
Yeah,
go
so
through.
gardening is one
Gardening is my
category,
whole
and then
nother-
like light bulbs and
Yep.
and paints and supplies, yeah, all
Yep.
that stuff. And do it by category and visualize by category what your dream for that is, just
That
like you
is,
did with
yeah.
the bows.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I will. Thank
Yeah.
you.
We're so excited to hear your next. So what will be the next organization project? So what is the
Probably
goal?
my gardening because
Gardening.
because it's
Okay,
the
we're
next-
holding you
because
to
I
it.
want to do
Take a
because I
picture
want
of
to
the-
garden.
When you're done, take a picture so you can share it
I
with
should
us.
take a picture.
Gardening.
Before and after picture.
Yes.
Yay.
That's
Perfect.
what I'm gonna do.
Before and after picture,
Yes.
gardening it
Yes.
is. This
Yeah.
week.
Anybody
Yeah.
have any extra stuff? She needs stuff.
I do. I will
Any-
receive
Anything? She just moved in, so they have nothing.
So you got rid of stuff.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
do,
easy.
yeah, so I'm starting from
She
scratch.
came with
I-
literally.
You're lucky you can
Okay.
do that.
Yeah, it's really,
Does anybody want an Alexa Dot? One of those Alexa thingies,
all that you speak.
Oh,
Thank
from
you.
music.
Well, it's in the car. It's brand new. I never used it, so it's on its way to.
Okay.
All right, I'll give it to you. I'm pretty sure it's in the
Yeah.
car.
You say, Alexa, tell
Yeah.
me, da da da.
I
Yeah.
know. Okay.
Yeah, and I think I got the directions right.
See, Barbara doesn't need it
I
because
could do
it should be
music.
Barbara. Alexa says, Barbara, could you tell me about that so I can
That's
tell the
true,
next
that's
person
true.
about it?
You're right.
I could do music.
You're too lazy to get up and do that yourself.
Actually, I could do music.
Yes, you
Okay,
can. You
there you
just
go.
tell it what to
Here,
play.
Perfect.
Do me a favor.
Yes. I will.
Initial.
Sure you sign it?
Okay,
JJ,
JJ, an
yes.
action, a thing that we're asking for. You're asking.
So
and
my birthday will be amazing Saturday.
yes, let's do
Yes,
the
it'll be a
beach.
great
The beach. We
experience.
thought the beach.
You want to do the beach?
Lunch at the beach,
Okay.
and I'll bring whatever
Sounds
pizza
great.
sandwiches. What do you want?
Perfect.
Well, tell us though. I'd like to hear.
So I would
What would you like to
We're
eat?
gonna go to Fifth on for cars on Fifth, and then after go to
To the beach, right down Fifth.
Perfect. We'll do.
And what are we
snack on
gonna
the beach,
eat?
And then after we can all come to my house, whoever's left over.
What kind of sandwiches or whatever?
Oh my
What do you
gosh.
like?
Everything. I eat everything. Healthy, happy, tasty. Yes.
Okay,
Whatever
So
you.
we were thinking about the pub subs, like some Greek sandwiches and stuff.
sandwiches good because of the beach, easy. Some
Perfect.
chips and
Easy,
sandwiches.
simple.
Like fruit, yeah.
Tarts, that would be great.
The pop
So strawberry sprinkles.
Awesome. Awesome.
So what
I
time
just
is
did
it
my
at the
God.
beach?
Let's do it right after Cars on Fifth, which they end at
12:30?
4. No,
Oh,
they
4?
end at
You want it
4.
late? Okay.
So let's do it
Well,
right
you can
after.
also come down and eat and then keep going.
Or we could do that. Well,
Well, I thought eating lunch
oh, lunch. You guys
Lunch
want to do
picnic
that?
at the beach, yeah.
and then you
Let's
keep
do that.
going.
Let's then do that.
And then you can run back to the car.
That's
It's right
great.
there.
Should we just do it at noon then?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah, like-
eat
Okay.
and then keep carring.
Yeah, like 12:30ish.
And then whoever
Anybody who wants to come,
come,
we'll just
yeah,
be down.
just come on
Yeah.
by. Okay.
Yeah.
We just need
So
an
we'll be off the
approximate
5th.
number.
Just go straight.
down. Let's see. I have
7.
chairs.
Nice the food and
Yeah, we'll
Do
get.
I need to
just
bring
tell us
blankets
who-
or anything? Or
I've got.
you
You,
guys-
you can bring a blanket. I've got chairs though.
okay, cool.
So we'll
Yeah,
just
I
put a
think we're
blanket
gonna-
out and have some sandwiches.
We should bring
Sandwiches.
Where,
Sandwiches.
where
Right
on the
down,
beach?
Straight down Fifth.
just straight up.
Down-
We're gonna be
straight
right
down
there
back
so
to
you
the
can see us.
Yeah.
Chairs.
Straight down like you're
Yeah.
Straight down.
Okay.
Straight down right
Fifth
there.
is on.
Great.
They
Yeah,
close
I
the
saw
whole
that.
thing.
Right in front of the water.
Cool. So
Just
yeah,
chairs.
So
We're
then
not putting
do
a
it at
tent up.
noon?
or anything.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Then do
Yeah.
it at noon?
We're gonna eat.
Noon?
Okay,
At
perfect.
noon. Okay.
Yes,
We're
it
gonna
is.
sing to her and eat. and We'll have
Okay.
cupcakes because that's easy.
Okay, the program is being
Okay.
organized. Okay, I like it.
12 noon. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Do we have to sing How Old Are You?
whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm in the happy mode, so whatever happens, happens. I accept
Okay.
it.
So so it's your birthday.
Yes,
And okay. So the action step you're gonna take is to get there.
to get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna have fun. The weather is gonna be amazing and perfect.
Yes.
And my friends are gonna show up.
Good.
So,
Okay.
amen. for that.
So tell us
We're
how
gonna have
many
good
friends
times.
so we know what
Tell
sandwiches.
us a approximate number then. That'd be
Can
great.
I let you know?
Yes.
Can I text you? Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Friday,
like
just so we
Sunday
can make some
morning.
sandwiches and get some sandwiches so that there's variety.
Okay.
Very fun. All right.
Okay, so my ask, JJ knows this one already.
Yeah.
A job where I am valued, and I want it to give me a life balance and financial security.
Okay.
So I already have something lined up, but I'm hoping for something else to occur.
Do you have an area of what you do?
Yeah. What
or
city
what
are you going to
kind
work in?
Naples,
Okay.
No, I
and
mean-
what hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more.
hours,
Ideal.
ideal
Ideally.
hours, yeah.
Okay.
What's
the-
your idea?
Yeah. How many hours a day would you like to
Yeah.
work?
Oh, ideally 8, no
Okay.
more than 8. I think any more than that is.
Okay.
kind of
So
excessive.
8 or less.
Or
Yes,
less.
or less,
Up to 8.
yeah.
And would you like to work out of the house? Do you want to?
Yes, out of the house, yes.
Okay. So do you see when you dream, you got to put all these
Right,
details
all
in
the
because it
specifics.
really, the universe would love to give you that. The what is that?
Yeah.
All these things. You've
How
got to
much you wanna
define
earn.
these things.
Right.
So JJ will fill in a page
Whole
in the back
page.
with you, like
Yeah,
a whole
of it.
page.
Whole page.
There's like
So there's a,
pages
if
and
you
then-
towards the back, it's called your parameters. Yeah. And you
Okay.
fill in the 8 main things about this job.
Or even
So at home is a big thing. You know, if that's,
Got it.
Yeah.
really.
So we're
yeah.
just dissecting and.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're defining
Mhm.
your dream.
whatever compensation package.
You're
you
going
wish
right
for.
to the source with every ask for the one dream, the
And
perfect
include your
career.
I'm being way too
coworkers.
general.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Well, God designs so accurately, like every cell of your body and every organ function. And so he set the universe up to have complete accuracy if you wish it.
Mhm.
And it sounds like you're ready to have this really perfect job. So the only way that the universe can give it's perfect different to each person. So the more definition you give to what perfect to you is, the quicker and easier you can see it when it comes.
It's kind of like you defined ordering a hamburger, and you can
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I'm ordering a hamburger," and then the waiter brings you a hamburger. and then there's nothing on it.
Right.
And you're like,
It's not to
but
my
I want,
specification.
but I want a better hamburger than this. This is really dry. And then
I wanted to be.
How would you like it cooked? How many ounces of meat?
mayonnaise, I want
like grilled onion.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want whatever it is that makes it mushy and
Right.
tasty and whatever.
And would you like the bun toasted?
You want it hot? You want it cold?
Right, yeah. So really, the universe can only deliver when we start getting serious about our askings. So fill a whole page.
Clarification with yourself.
So every single thing, to go back to her original, it deserves, anything that deserves you receiving it deserves an entire page of dreaming. Because then you're really invested in this, receiving this one thing. So like just when she told the story of her ribbons and she got excited, it'll be easy for her to do planting things. The same exact way you did that. You just took it all and spread it out and decided, and you probably tossed a few things that didn't satisfy you any longer. So now she has a template of how to do it. So these pages are templates of what we're calling in, and you fill them in. The dream is that you fill in every page with some asking that you have out of the 100 and define it. So like JJ's birthday, we got a time now. So in my heart, we're going to eat because we're hungry at lunchtime. If we wait till like
Actually,
4
that's
o'clock
perfect.
and then she's going out to dinner at 7, like,
Right.
then we're just snacking. So I
For
envision
some, it
lunch.
might be breakfast. Should I bring some boiled eggs?
Bring whatever. It's your birthday. You bring whatever you want. We're going to bring some sandwiches and
Should I tell
fill
all
it
my
in.
friends to bring something? Or?
Yeah, if you'd
Sure,
like.
okay.
Whatever makes them say. We're going to have sandwiches. If they want extra, bring
Okay.
whatever they want.
Whatever they want to bring.
Bring whatever they want to drink. We'll just have water. Tell them. So whatever they want, if they want.
blankets and like to
Okay.
carry all the shares. So.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, bring.
And like everyone can bring their water.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have water bottles and whatever else they'd like.
We'll celebrate.
Sandwiches and water, and they can fill in, and we'll bring a couple bags of chips.
I love
Yeah.
it. Perfect. It'll be a great day
Wonderful.
there too because there's so much happening.
Yeah. Okay, Barbara, asking.
Asking. All of these.
Pick one that you're sharing out loud.
For this week, one for this week. What
What's
you
this week?
actually-
Well, they're putting a new roof on my house. When the roof is finished, I'm hoping to be able to negotiate a better house policy, insurance policy,
Oh, great. Yes.
big time.
Okay. And it will. Yeah, it should lower your rate. Perfect. Okay. So what's your action step you're going to take? You're going to call them as soon as it's finished. Take pictures. They'd like to see those pictures. And then if you can get some type of an inspection to see that, it's tied down
Yeah,
or,
That's my husband's department.
okay. So,
Yeah.
so tell them to get on to whatever the insurance, they send their own inspector out or they have a list.
Right.
Yeah. So get that appointment booked. Yeah. Okay. So your husband's going to book the appointment and
Yeah,
get that
he said to me
inspector over.
yesterday, I think I'm gonna call the insurance company and so I just need to, my job is to prod.
Yeah. Perfect. You're that's called encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That
Yeah, right.
he takes care.
Yeah.
Everything else I pretty much do.
Great. So then we're going to just encourage that he's so excited to do his one thing because he does it so well. Yeah.
That
He's going to
one
do
thing.
this one thing and he's going to do it very well. And we're going to all clap for him.
Our policy went from 2,500 to 7,000.
Right. So we got to get it back into range. Yeah. Perfect. You're going to be so happy with your new price. Okay, Tati, what's your asking for the week and your action step?
This is fun. I asked for business opportunities, and a friend is leaving my Flex Stretch Lab because she ran into somebody who offered her a really cool job. And so we just chat, and she says, well, this is a ground floor holistic community, or like they're building a new modality that aligns with Stretch Lab. And so she asked if I was interested in meeting. So I declare that I follow up with my curiosity and enjoy this new job opportunity where I can bring my skills to the next level at this place called Helix, like heal and then X. So I'm just curious about it. So I enjoy, my parameters is that I enjoy meeting Victoria, the owner, and that I trained in this new healing modality if needed.
Yeah.
And then I get paid for training. as well as have a lucrative future in this business if it's the right fit.
Uh-huh.
I love what I do at Stretch Lab, but it would be great to actually get paid what I'm
What do
worth.
you think? Stretch lab?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
it stretches
I'm a
people. She stretches people.
flexologist, you know.
Flexibility.
I stretch people for a living. It's kind of like a massage therapist, but
Active.
You do
yeah.
reflexology?
It's kind of a reflexology, but it's mostly stretching people's fascia in the public. It's pretty cool. It's life changing. So I'm able to have a flexible schedule. It's close to my house. It's easy to commute. It's fun, and it complements my work at Stretch Lab and other modalities that I bring to the table. And because it's closer to what I do, I'm actually also a roofer too, by the way. But it's like that's a stretch for me. But anyway, and that's very lucrative. But I also want to follow through with this opportunity. There's room to expand. This opportunity offers benefits, future growth. I've never had a job where I had benefits ever.
Okay.
I've always been in
Benefits and
contractor
bonus. Write down
and
bonus.
bonus.
Yes, and bonus. We were all having fun.
So
Bonus
yes,
can be anything you can dream
I
it can
love
be.
bonuses, and I get tips all the time, so that's a great bonus. So the opportunity offers benefit. Okay, and I like the culture in the community.
Great. Yes.
Because people are looking to improve their health, and combination of many modalities. And because I love meeting people, quality people, athletes, like high performance people, and also anybody who's actually just willing to improve their health. I could go on and on with that list. And thank you, God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit. I get to be part of a new startup holistic healing business opportunity.
Great.
That-
Thank you.
Yep.
And thank you for, she was doing it for everybody who's online with us. She was speaking it out the way we do it in form. So when we get together, she did all the parameters of her asking. So it's such a joy. And she told us her action step is that she's going to go meet Victoria. Yeah, that's lovely. All right.
Okay, what's yours?
Do you want to do Sue?
Yeah, Sue,
Let's do
share
Sue.
with us. What's your week? And what's your action step?
I have actually two things. Can I have two things?
Yes.
I want to. Okay. I said positive health habits for the McRoberts and Sunquests, which are my daughters and their husbands. And how can I help them? Or what was the next part of it?
Your action. What are you going to do to?
Oh, well,
move that
I
forward?
gave a gift of mentoring
Yes.
with my one daughter, and I'm giving encouragement to the other two
Beautiful.
in Florida.
Yes. So wonderful. And they're actually taking it. That's what I love. They're moving
Yeah,
forward.
they are.
They're moving forward.
The
Love it.
tiny little one is
Movement.
steps.
We love movement.
I lifted up a table or a bench that I thought was light in a split second, and now my back is a little tight, so.
Though what I love about you, you've got a good health team around you. Massage therapists and chiropractors.
Yeah, my daughter, yeah, I'm seeing her this weekend,
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. so
What's yours?
Okay.
relief from my back, I guess, or whatever.
Great. So my asking is to begin our financial month of filming. And so that's taking my action step is the wealth garden that we're creating. If some of you are playing along with us with MTM. So it's going to be getting it set up and getting the 20 players all lined up this week. And what we're going to film them either purchasing a stock or opening a fund or opening a trading account, whatever it is, everybody's dream. And we're going to film those in segments, and all 20 will be available, and just showing people what a wealth garden is and how you can dig it, and to dig it prior to you having any money, so that you're excited to put your $50 in, your $500, your $5,000 into each hole as you get the money coming up
And
in
the
your life.
explanation and the template, I uploaded that on YouTube today, so you can watch us talking about our
And
garden, and the temple's actually
in the My
new
Story
workbook.
It's in the
yeah.
My Story workbook.
Oh.
So if you have the My Story workbook,
The
there's
wealth section,
there's a wealth chapter,
and
and
we have the income garden and the wealth garden.
okay. So please fill in those 2 pages. They've got numbers on them. There, I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
62 and 63.
62 and 63, and remember, income
And
is
we have a
20
little
ideas
video
of how to
just to
bring income in,
explain with
and the wealth is 20 ideas of how you're going to invest and have those little soldiers growing for you.
and the videos have lots of ideas, so we read all ours out.
Yes, yes. And
So,
so
and it's a
everybody who's
10-minute video
playing,
on.
and we'd love to
YouTube.
hear if you've got ideas in Wealth Garden or would like us to film certain things to show you how to do it.
I want to play.
Yes, yes. Okay, please, yes. So when we get together on we're gonna bring your My Story workbook, your new one, and we'll fill it in. Yeah, I'm sorry. Wednesday, this one. 8. 12 o'clock. Good. Same place. Yeah. So we'll fill it in, and that's the dream. So the dream is that we're just going to do it. Okay. So again, I love the greatest saying. I went to the Philharmonic last week to see the show Aladdin, and it said in one of the wealth advertisements, it says, the thing that costs the most is doing nothing.
Yes, it's true.
So just do something. And this is exactly what it's the simplest way. We're just going to all do something. So we're committed to doing something towards our wealth increase this year. And it's going to be 20 somethings. They're all going to be simple. 18-year-olds can do it. That's why I'm filming young people, old people doing this. It's just fun. Anybody can do it. And it can be, these are simple. If you have $50 or you have $500 to invest, we're starting. And we're encouraging each other. There's, just thumbs up. You can do it. You can do it. That's the whole dream, is that we're just thumbs up in helping each other and encouraging. And by the end of this 2023, everybody's going to have 20 things planted. You might already have a few. So go through your inventory. If you have some bonds or stocks or whatever, list them. We'd like to also have that. And then where would we like to just improve and add to? So that's the dream. And the dream is that we're all playing. Yay!
Okay, let's close with a prayer.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for our community of like-minded, happy, positive people that enjoy each other, that spend a Tuesday night together in just greatness and with you, and just sharing the excitement and encouragement and all the inspiration to live a life by design, living by design, and with joy, with absolute joy, so that everyone is able to cook their joy soup and just have their heart filled with the excitement and joy that life actually brings, that being alive is so wonderful in this moment, that we drop the illusion of time and that it stretches for us even more to experience more and more and more and better and more glory to come. In your name, Jesus Christ Jesus, we praise you, we love you, we lift you up as you lift us up. So thank you that you are our biggest fan and our biggest love. With Valentine's Day coming around the corner, you are the biggest love there ever is, and we love you so much. And we celebrate with you, because celebration is it's the tip of the iceberg of the joy, the celebration. We celebrate also this week with JJ, her birthday, and we celebrate her. And we are just grateful that everyone here is alive and with us, being born at some point, and also enjoying the experiences here together. So thank you so much. We praise you, we love you, in your holy name we pray, Christ Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you. Yes, blessings, everyone. Love you, Sue. Love you, everyone.